We went to the chapel near our home early in the morning. Maybe it just takes us 15 to 30 minutes to drive because the chapel is just a few blocks away. You go ahead, Michael told me. Why? I asked. Because I am not feeling well. My head is aching, he answered. I'll wait for you here inside the car, he added. Okay, I said and kissed him. I go out to the car and went to the chapel by myself. I'm so excited while taking my step to the chapel. My heartbeat was fast because of excitement. I remember that this is the chapel that we always visited every weekend before Nanny Silva died, and I know that she will be happy again to see visiting the chapel and start worshiping again. I reached the chapel and noticed that almost nothing changed. The quietness of the place, the scaredness, the atmosphere, and even the flowers that I remember Nanny Silva planted are still blooming, and the scent comes from it makes the air fresh and the birds chirping. It feels nostalgic. Hi, the old man greeted me while I was amazed, looking at the beautiful flowers that my nanny planted. How can I help you? The old man asked me with a smile. I think he's around 75 or 80. He's wearing thick eyeglasses, a plain white blouse collar, and black slacks. I am sorry, but are these still all the flowers that my nanny planted? I asked him while pointing to those lovely flowers. And who is your nanny? He asked. It's Silva, Nanny Silva, I answered with a smile, and he smiled back when he heard the name of my nanny. Oh, it's Silva, he surprisingly said, and you are Helena? He asked, still with a smile. Yes, I answered, and he suddenly hugged me as if he missed me and was waiting for me to come back. I remember the last time you visited here with Silva. You're only 6 years old and now you're a lady, he said while looking at me, still with a smile. Oh, I am Brother Vin. You might not remember me, but I am your nanny Silva's friend. He introduced himself to me and shook hands. How are you? How's your mom and your dad? He asked, but I didn't answer him because it was too early for him to know. I guess I still remember you, I said to change the topic. I'm trying to remember all about him because it's been a long time that I haven't seen him. Come on, I will introduce you to the others, he said, and we will walk to the chapel while looking at him. I feel like his energy is so vibrant, and I like that. I guess he's God's angel too, like me. He introduced me to other chapel members, and they immediately welcomed me with their warm smiles and look at them once one by one, and suddenly I felt that all of them were happy. Some were sad, devastated, depressed, and hopeless. Maybe that is the reason why God wants me to go back worshiping, for me to help them. I roll my eyes inside the chapel, and I guess there are 20 of us in a small chapel with chairs and crucifix at the front. There are men, women, and children. This is the chapel that my nanny treated as her second home. She donated half of her salary for the chapel, and I'm glad that all her hardship for this chapel didn't go waste because the chapel is beautiful inside and out. They maintain what my nanny donated. They take good care of the flowers that my nanny planted. That is why until now they are still blooming, and I'm so proud of it. And I'm sure Nanny Silva will be proud of it as well. I sit at the front between the man named John, who keeps on looking at me while I'm talking to Brother Vin, and pretend that he's not looking at me every time I look at him back. And the woman was named Irene, to hear that preach well and watch Brother Vin later when the preach starts after sharing his members' life experiences. Of course, Brother Vin called me first to introduce my name again to them and share my life experiences, and told them how hard it was when my nanny Silva died, but I am here coping with everything. I didn't tell them about who I was because I was surprised. Them. They might not believe me because it's too early to tell them that I am God's angel like Brother Vin. We are an angel in disguise. After me, there are four more who share their life experiences. They are not new members, but they want to share their problems with everybody, relieve them. There's no way to relieve them if they will just talk in front of everybody. We love them and I listen to them. The first woman who talked was named Shirley. She was only 21 years old and she first met her boyfriend, who was twice older than her. Her boyfriend is an addict to cocaine and beat her, cheating on her, scaring her that he will go to kill her if she will not do whatever he say. He still has a black eye on her left eye. And the second woman is Jen, who is sitting behind me, and I guess she's already 32 years old. She's a former caregiver who gave up her job and returned home when she heard that the news about her husband cheating on her. Every money she sent was supposed to be for their children, but her husband used it for this other woman, who's 5 years younger than her. She has no job, no savings, no future, only with 6 children and a cheating husband. She's hopeless. The third woman is Irene. She's 42 years old, tall, thin, white but dry skin, and looks thrice older than her age. No educational attainment. She's a former addict and now she's a prostitute for a living to support her 5 children from different men, and none of them has a father. She is now trying to change her life to find a decent job that can support her children. And the last is John, a tall, thin, tattooed man with a pierced nose and a tongue pierced. He's 25 years old and a former addict who got prisoned almost 3 times and just got out last month from jail because of robbery. He has no siblings, no children, only mother who died last month. He's still grieving because of his regret when his mother died. I feel pity for them because of all of them have their own sad stories. That makes my heart heavy when I listen to them, but they don't have to worry because I am already here, ready to erase their sufferings and pains and give them to the Lord. Finally, the worship is over, and I was about to go home when my brother then called me and introduced me to Irene, Jen, Shirley, and John because he wants to have new friends and he guesses that the four can be my friends. They are the regular worshiper here, and he said after introducing them one by one again, as if I am not there sitting at the front when they share their problems one by one. Hi, they greeted with a smile. Hello, I greeted back, even though I didn't want to. Nice to meet you, Helena, Shirley said. Nice to meet you too, I said to her. I hope you will be a regular worshiper here, Irene said. Yes, I will, I answered. Finally, we met and agreed again for the third time because of Brother Vin, because he wants me to have a friend so that next time I visit, I will never get shy anymore because I already have friends. Instead, I am walking now, going to my car because Echo is waiting for me. I'm here stuck and talking to them. They are friendly, but they have heavy hearts and negative energy. Maybe because of the pain troubles they are dealing with. That is why I will be a friend for them by helping them ease their pains and troubles by surrendering them to the Lord. And finally, the met and greet for the third time is over. I was walking halfway to my car when I heard John call me. I stopped and I saw him gasping, sweating while running to me. Helena, he called while catching his breath. Is this your pen? He asked while showing the black pen to me. I looked at him to see if he was serious because he ran just for a pen. This is not mine. I don't have a black pen, I answered while still looking at him. He wiped his sweat and putting the pen inside his pocket. I just used the pen as an excuse to approach you, he said. I raised my eyebrow and looked at him while he couldn't look at me. I want to ask you for a dinner, but it's okay with you, he said in a shy voice. I am sorry, I asked because I wanted to make sure if I heard him right. He cleared his throat, and I want to ask you for dinner, he said, and looked at me, trying not to be shy and waiting for my answer, hoping that is A yes. I looked at Echo and I saw him waiting for me. Wait, I will just go to my car, I said, and he nodded. I hurriedly walked to my car and to talk to Echo. He asked me to have dinner with him. I told Echo in a shy voice because I was not sure about his reaction. He looked at me and said, "It's a dinner date," he said. "No, babe, it is just dinner," I said, and looked at John. He's still waiting for me while playing with his pen from his pocket. "It's a date, babe," he said. "What's wrong with that?" he asked. I looked at him because he didn't sound jealous or mad. "Are you not mad that someone is asking for a dinner date? Are you not jealous?" I asked, looking at him. "I'm jealous, but not mad," he answered. He held my hand. "I trust you. Besides, it is our chance to do our mission," he said. "And now I understand why it is okay for him if I go on a dinner date with John. Go back to him and say, yes, we will meet him later, but I will just stay here at the back of the car. Make sure that you will make him ride in your car, and then once he is inside, we can kill him." He told me about his plan that made me smile. "Okay," I said. I got out of the car and went back to John. "Okay, see you later at dinner," I told him. That made him smile and jump twice and drop the pen that he was holding. "So, where can I pick you?" he asked, asking for my address. "No, you don't have to," I answered because I didn't want him to go to the house. "I have a car. Let's meet maybe halfway in Blue Avenues at 7 o'clock p.m., I told him. "Yes, yes," he said. He sounded excited about what he heard. "I will meet you later at 7 o'clock p.m. in Blue Avenue," and he repeated with a smile. "Okay, see you later. Bye," I told him and walked back to my car and left while he was still there, picking up his pen, still smiling.